Welcome back to Your Truth. News of celebrity deaths and recession woes has recently dominated the mainstream media, pushing more important issues out of the spotlight. That's why those of us here at your network have made a point to revisit the most important human rights issue of our time, same-sex marriage. Should marriage be restricted to the union between a man and a woman, or should same-sex couples have the same marriage rights and privileges as heterosexual couples? We know our country was founded on the principles of freedom and equality for all, so let's see if there's a legal case against same-sex marriage. America has overcome institutionalized discrimination before. The abolition of slavery, women's liberation, and African American civil rights victories are just a few of the significant triumphs in our country's short history. Gay rights have been slow in coming. When America was just beginning to forge its own identity, our founding fathers penned this famous phrase in our Declaration of Independence: "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." The 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution attempts to solidify the promise that all men are created equal when it states, "No state shall deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws." Our First Amendment restricts lawmakers from establishing a religion, thus clearly separating church and state powers. This means that you are free to believe what you want to believe and practice the religion of your choosing. No single religion can make the rules for all of us. The California Supreme Court ruled on May 16, 2008, that the state constitution gave gays and lesbians the right to marry, and 18,000 same-sex couples finally got to say, "I do." Soon after this landmark decision, a group mobilized to gather signatures to get Proposition 8 on the November ballot. Prop 8 would eliminate same-sex couples' right to marry, thus overturning the May ruling. On November 4, 2008, Prop 8 was passed by 52% of state voters. Those in favor of Proposition 8, a collective organization called Yes on 8, called for people to support the ban to restore marriage and protect California children from inappropriate gay curricula and agendas in their schools. A wide variety of arguments were presented, including the stance that same-sex marriage should not be made legal because you can choose the gender to which you're attracted. However, the main case against legalizing same-sex marriage is typically religious in nature, that the Bible specifically defines marriage as between a man and a woman. Those who opposed Proposition 8 argued that all Americans have fundamental freedoms, that we are all free to believe whatever we want to believe, worship how we want, have lifestyles of our choosing, and love those we want to love. The idea that the beliefs and preferences of some people outweigh the beliefs of others in a court of law is outrageous. Equal rights are not equal if they don't apply to everybody. Opponents also pointed out that every person has the right to marry the individual of their choosing, a fundamental freedom guaranteed by our state's constitution.